Have you ever wondered why falling in love can feel like some kind of magic spell? Well, it turns out it's not magic at all. It's chemistry. Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the science of why we fall for people, why breakups hurt so much, and how you can actually use that knowledge to build better, stronger bonds. Let's get right into it. And it all starts with this one simple idea. Falling in love isn't a logical choice you make. It's a reaction. It's something that happens to us, and it's driven by forces deep inside our own biology. So to really get this, we have to start with our primal brain, because this whole falling in love thing, it's not a modern concept. It's a fundamental part of our ancient survival wiring. Now think about that for a second. It's not just a nice moment when someone gets you. To your nervous system, a person who provides comfort and makes you feel understood is as important as food or shelter. Your brain flags them as significant for your survival long before your conscious mind starts making a pros and cons list. This is why it can feel so instant and just so powerful. Okay, so this whole intense experience is fueled by a really potent chemical cocktail in your brain. Let's break down the three main ingredients that mix together to create that feeling we call falling in love. First up, we've got dopamine. You've probably heard of this one. It's basically the engine of attraction. It's the chemical of wanting, of craving. Dopamine is what makes you feel so energized and focused when they're around, making them seem like the most special, magnetic person in the entire world. It's a pure, powerful reward signal. All right, next up is oxytocin. So if dopamine is the engine, you can think of oxytocin as the glue. It gets released through things like physical touch, deep eye contact, even just a really good conversation. This is the hormone that makes you feel deeply connected and builds that profound sense of trust. It's literally telling your brain, this person is safe. This is my person. And here is the surprising third ingredient, cortisol. Yep, the stress hormone. Now, you might be thinking, wait, isn't stress a bad thing? Well, in the early stages of attraction, it's actually what creates that intense butterflies in your stomach feeling. That little bit of uncertainty, do they like me back? It raises your cortisol, which makes the whole experience feel incredibly urgent and important. It's this wild combination that makes love feel so all-consuming. But here's the thing, this powerful system, it has a hidden side to it. You could even call it a trap that's built right into our wiring, and understanding this part is absolutely crucial. So with all these powerful chemicals flooding your system, what is your brain actually forming this intense bond with? I think the answer might surprise you. And this right here is the absolute key. Your brain doesn't really attach to a person's character or their values or how consistent they are. It attaches to the feeling they create in you. It bonds to those emotional highs, the validation, that relief from loneliness, basically the dopamine hit. And this means you can become chemically attached to someone even if they are fundamentally not good for you. So let this really sink in. Your brain isn't running some logical analysis of what's best for you in the long term. It's just chasing the reward. It's choosing what feels emotionally satisfying in the moment. And that is precisely why people can stay so attached to those who hurt them. That chemical bond is just incredibly strong. This, of course, brings us to one of the most painful human experiences there is, the broken heart. And as we're about to see, that gut-wrenching pain from a breakup, it isn't just in your head. It is a real, measurable, biological event. What's happening is nothing short of a chemical crash. During the relationship, your dopamine and oxytocin levels are high. You feel rewarded, safe, and connected. But during a breakup, whoosh, dopamine plummets, so the reward is gone. Oxytocin, that bonding hormone, disappears. And to make everything 1,000 times worse, cortisol, the stress hormone, spikes through the roof. Your brain is going through a state that is almost identical to chemical withdrawal from a drug. So if you have ever felt like you just couldn't function after a breakup, please hear this. That obsessive thinking, that physical pain you feel in your chest, it is not a sign of weakness. It's your biology literally screaming that its main source of safety and reward has just been taken away. So what do we do with all this? How can we take this science and use it to our advantage? This is the point where we shift from just understanding the problem to actually finding the solution. First things first, let's be really clear. Knowing the chemistry behind love doesn't make it any less real or beautiful. Not at all. In fact, it does the opposite. It makes everything clearer. It gives us a map to help us navigate these incredibly intense emotions with a little more wisdom. And that clarity allows us to start asking ourselves much better questions. Instead of just getting swept away by the chemical rush, you can step back and ask, wait a minute, does this person actually treat me well, consistently? Do I feel truly safe here? Or maybe the most important question of all, am I in love with them or am I just attached to the feeling they give me? Because ultimately, this is the real takeaway. That intense rush of attachment is powerful, for sure, but it is not the whole story. Real, lasting love is built on something much more solid. It's built on consistency, on respect, and on that profound feeling of emotional safety. And our brains and our hearts, they really do deserve all three. Thank you for watching. If you found this helpful, don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Psychology of Everyday People, for more psychology videos.